Hey guys, Silverwood here, back again with another action figure review, and today I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest, Incredible Hulk, and Bruce Banner Tupac, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. This was a fan channel exclusive. No, it wasn't an exclusive at all, was it? This was a main line release for the Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest program. It's just one that never hit my ollies, so Mr. Brian, aka my dad, aka the old man, went through a Big and Bad toy store and got it for me for Christmas. So shout out to him for that. And with any luck, I'll have picked up the Hulkbuster from the 85th anniversary program, series, line, whatever you want to call it there, by now, and we'll have a review of that going up soon. So maybe stay tuned for that, although I can't make any promises because money doesn't grow on trees. So before I get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and potatoes of this review and take a look-see at all the Hulk has to offer in terms of accessories, because Bruce Banner doesn't come with jack diddly squat. So the Hulk comes with two open hands, one of which can hold this crushed pipe, and it is kind of tight in there. There you go. I was never the biggest fan of this crushed pipe accessory. I just thought it was kind of silly, but whatever. And we also have a more stoic head, kind of. I like the gritted teeth one he's got on, so I'll leave that on there. And then if you want to be a jokester, he does come with Bruce Banner. Because who the heck is buying this for this guy? I mean, it's cool to have him, really, but, you know, that's like picking Johnny Blaze over Ghost Rider. Nobody's going to do that. Or Tony Stark over, you know, one of the Iron Man armors. Or armored, I should say. But he is on the super dated, suited body. He's got a lab coat. I don't recognize the lab coat. I don't think it's the same as the one that came with Reed Richards, but don't quote me on that. I don't have that figure to compare. But the articulation is pretty blah on this figure. It's almost not even worth running down. His glasses do come off, for what it's worth, but I'm going to leave them on there just because. So articulation, his head looks up and down, rotates, a little bit of tilt maybe. Looks fine, doesn't look too dopey. Shoulders go out, not very far. They do rotate on a clicky kind of setup there. Swivel at the bicep, double elbow, swivel hinge wrists. He does have an ab crunch and a tie, but the tie is soft plastic, so it'll get out of the way. So you can crunch him this far forward, this far back. Waist twist works fine. Hips are kind of jank on his body. They don't really move out very far. They do kick up pretty high, though, all things considered. He does have a thigh cut, double knee. There you go. And ankles that barely do a gosh darn thing but move back. They do move, but they're very limited. He's got a rocker and peg holes at the bottom of the feet, which you might need. Very well could need. Now we have the Hulk. Now, he does have this ripped shirt accessory, which I will toss to the side so it doesn't just fall off him. It has been a hot minute since I looked at a Marvel Legends Hulk figure on the channel, hasn't it? I would say, gosh, Maestro, maybe? I never picked up Compound Hulk. I'm not going to count Scar, She-Hulk, or Joe Fix-It, the Walmart exclusive, because those are a little different. They're not built on this same frame. Now, granted, this guy's got a new super glossy torso, which is kind of, I could take it or leave it, but the shirt kind of helps hide that a little. It is still super glossy, so you might want to hit it with some dull coat, because it does look kind of cheap like that. I wouldn't say it feels cheap, but it looks kind of cheap like that. considering the rest of the figure is PVC. I wish they would just use a PVC torso, for crying out loud. I think that would be a lot better, especially since he's got PVC butterflies, PVC shoulders, biceps, forearms, hands, which this hand on mine doesn't feel like it's plugged in all the way, but I could just need to warp the wrist. But at any rate, this head sculpt's kind of cool. I will say, he does have better up and down than previous Hulks on this same frame. New torso notwithstanding. He's got a lot more range in the head. Some tilt, rotation, all that good stuff. Shoulders will go up. Is that it? Alright, they go up that far. They swing back just fine. They don't swing forward hardly at all, and they retooled the torso, so that's kind of ridiculous. You can rotate full 360. Bicep is a floaty cap piece. The real rotation is in the elbow, which gives you a shy of 90, but it does work. He's got a rotation there as well. So in the wrist with a hinge. All fine and dandy. Torso does not rotate at the diaphragm. It's just kind of spring-loaded, so I wouldn't push that. You do get decent forward, decent back, and decent tilt. I will say, he does have that. Waist is kind of loose. But yeah, you're not going to get any sort of twist out of that. Even rocking it back and forth. Does it twist? Hold on. Does it twist, or am I tripping? No, that's freaking twisting. Oh, crap, it does twist. Just not a ton. Okay. Well, that's interesting, huh? I didn't know it twisted. I just found that out. Very interesting. The plot thickens. Yes, it does. Yeah, I'm not like jacking it up doing that. That's very weird. Huh. So if you kind of shimmy it around, you can get it to twist a little bit. It'll twist about that far before you lose your momentum there. Yeah, it does twist though. Huh, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It's just dang near impossible to use. So, we'll say it twists, because it does, but it's very difficult to use. He does have a waist twist though. Again, it's kind of loose. And that's really where you're going to get your twist. This is a little too tough to use, but it is there. You got to give it to him. His hips will kick forward, back, out, down, thigh cut, double knee. And he's going to hinge in the foot with a rocker. And that's your lot. He does have peg holes, but he's a Hulk. I don't think he needs them. I'm still amazed that that actually twists. But you gotta shimmy it to get it to work. You can't just twist it. You gotta, again, I'll show you. You gotta do this crazy hula hoop action, and it will twist. Or, you know, bend it forward and then throw caution to the wind. But yeah, you're not going to get a full 360 out of that. I don't care how hard you try. Yeah, you can hear the popping in that joint. It definitely twists though. That is cool. I like that. I like that it can at least do that, even though it's a pain in the butt. So I'll give it to them. I'll give them 1 bonus point for the twist in the diaphragm. But it's not the most effective, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to use. So I guess if you want to be a jerk, you can retract that point. Things you find out live. So there he is with Bruce Banner and our 2 regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. Right there. Right there. and the infamous Living Spawn, who is not towering over everyone today. Unless you're talking about Bruce Banner, of course. Because the Hulk is the Hulk, and the Hulk is the strongest there is. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and for what it's worth, I like this set. I like having a Bruce Banner, and I really like the Boris Karloff Frankenstein's monster-inspired version of the Grey Hulk. The first appearance Hulk, we'll say. But that does not mean this set does not have flaws, like the super glossy torso, the fact that Bruce Banner is on a very dated body buck at this point, the fact that they retooled the torso and the torso articulation is still questionable at best, though it does function, sort of. The neck articulation is improved, but the butterfly joints aren't. It's a mixed bag of good and bad, but since it was a gift, it cost me nothing. I like the set. If I had to pay for it, well, I think Ollie's clearance price would have been a good deal, if I do say so myself. So, if you're looking for a Grey Hulk, this is probably the easiest way to get him, because I think the retro card one probably sells for what this set retails for, and while I like the retro card Grey Hulk, I don't think it's worth that much. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.